we're looking into the Earth's past to figure out how high sea levels rose and how much the polar ice sheets melted the last time that the Earth warmed up. So to answer the question of how much the polar ice sheets are going to melt in the future, we went to a tropical island to look at the fossil corals that grew near the sea surface. We found these fossil corals that we surveyed at more than 26 feet above present sea level. That gives us an indication that a sector of the Antarctic ice sheet must have collapsed during this past warm period when the temperatures warmed up to levels that we've already reached today. We're going down to the Florida Keys where we're running a drilling project, drilling down through the fossil reef, and we're going to date the age of the corals as they rose up as the sea level rose. So now what we're looking at in my laboratory is we're trying to figure out how quickly the sea level rose to get to that 26 feet above sea level. When we bring the samples back to the lab, we have to inspect them very closely and find the best preserved corals so that we can take those corals into the lab, grind them up, and run them on our instruments to figure out their age. The other thing that we do with the cores that we bring back is we can look at the progression of corals that grew as the sea level rose, and we can actually learn something about how the coral reef itself responds to the changes in temperature and the changes in sea level in the past. We're bringing all of this information together so that we can have a better interpretation of how the Earth responds to this warming, and in particular, how the ice sheets and sea level will respond as we go into the future.